Hi gardening friends, it's Travis from Louisville, Zone 6/7. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a few weeks since the last video I posted, which was my first seed haul for 2021. And today I'm going to show you guys my second seed haul for 2021. We're going to be going over vegetables and some flowers, but the first half of this will be Burpee seeds. I broke it up in two different categories. The end of the video, or second part of the video, will be Fairy Morris seeds. So let's dive into it. Hope you guys are doing good today. We are getting ready to dive right into seed starting time. So this is one of my favorite times of the season, is getting to plant seeds and getting our hands in the dirt, and it's like the kickoff to what is to come. So anyway, enough blabbing about that. So we'll go over our Burpee vegetables that I'm going to grow this year. First is some Bush Blue Lake 47 garden beans. I think these are the ones I grew last year, and they did pretty good. And the first batch that I got off the vines and everything, I thought that was it. I didn't realize that not too long, maybe a couple weeks after that, they actually had produced more green beans. So I'm still learning green beans, and I would eventually like to can them and do all that kind of stuff. So all that's still new to me, but yeah, I love green beans. It's one of my favorite vegetables. We always go through them here. So next are some cucumbers, of course. Got a couple cucumbers. One variety is Garden Sweet Burpless and Bush Champion. And I usually overdo it every year with the cucumbers. They produce so much, and they're so prolific that I can't keep up with them, and we can only eat so many cucumbers, you know, in one day or so. So I might do half of each variety, and then keep the seeds. Hopefully they'll save for the next season. Tomatoes. I have decided, by the way, that all my vegetables, I am going to try to grow them all from seed this year. I've never done that before. I usually go and get the plants that are already, you know, developed, and you know, have a good start. I get those at my local garden center for $2 or $3 a piece. But this year I'm going to try something different. So that's part of gardening, is experimenting and just the fun of it. So that's what I chose to do this year. Now, can I promise you I'm not going to go out and buy a couple plants? I can't promise you that, because you know how it is. So anyway, tomatoes. My phone will focus there. Burpee's Long Keeper. And just delicious tomato. So I think these are, you know, a decent slicing tomato, medium size. Broccoli. We really like broccoli. Never grown it before, so that is going to be an experiment this year. Lots of new things I'm growing this year. Carrots. I got two varieties of carrots. This is the Kaleidoscope blend. Never had this kind before. Never grew carrots before, but they're pretty... I apologize for this camera going out of focus. I'm actually on my phone. This video, last video, was on my new video camera that I got for Christmas, and I still can't figure out how to fix the focus on it. So yeah. then this is a half-long carrots. So I won't be starting these carrots indoors, obviously, because they need, you know, room to grow. So these will be sown directly outside in the raised beds. A couple kinds of squash. We loved our squash last year. We always do, but we really enjoyed last summer. We were frying it up and it was delicious. Just a little bit of flour, salt and pepper. Doesn't take much, but we really like squash. Also, I'm going to try the winter squash, the spaghetti squash. And I always wanted to try it as a, you know, a substitute for the spaghetti noodles and use squash instead. So, little recipe, something new to try. Never grown this kind before, so like I said, lots of experimenting this year. Once again, I have chives. I've tried to grow chives every year that I can remember and never have any luck. The green, I mean, they sprout and come up, but they're like 2 or 3 inches long, and but that's all they do. They never do anything else for me. So I'm not going to give up though. And now we're getting into the herbs. Thyme. Not only is this a really pretty flowering herb, but it's good for like chicken and cooking and stuff. So it's always good to have fresh herbs that you can just walk out your back door and grab. Cilantro, of course. I know I planted this last year and I'm sure it'll come back up again. But, you know, just to have some fresh, I picked up some of those, and of course some more sage. Now, I don't use a whole lot of sage for cooking, but I love this out in the garden though because of the silvery foliage and the purple flowers that it gets in the spring, early summer. Those were really pretty. And I didn't even know that it bloomed. I know that's dumb, right? But yeah, I didn't know that the blooms would be that pretty on sage. They're like a deep purple color. Okay, next we have basil, red Reuben. I don't really cook a lot with basil, but look at the foliage color. Yep, burgundy. You guys know how I like the burgundy color in the garden, whether it's plant or herb. Next is a few varieties of lettuce. I'm really wanting to learn and be able to do this and have a fresh salad. Nothing like a fresh salad. I just bought yesterday salad in the bags at the grocery store, and it's just so like mushy and really chewy and soft. It's just a letdown every time. So I am really going to try to grow fresh lettuce, so that will be nice. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to the flowers. Continuing with the Burpee brand, this is Columbine Blue Star. You guys will, if you've watched me before, or maybe you're new to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for visiting. We talk everything garden. Well, I do garden tours throughout the entire season. I'm going to try to do them, you know, weekly again this season. But if you're new, please like this video and subscribe to my page for more gardening content. But anyway, if you've seen my videos in the past on my garden tours, I have the solid purple or blue, whatever you call it, Columbine. So this will be a new variety growing for me this year. I'll have to read, I don't know, yes. So sow these outdoors. Okay, so I can't start these indoors under the grow lights, so those will go directly outside. Bachelor buttons. Again, I don't have a whole lot of success with these guys. I love them, they're beautiful, I love the blue color, but they just never, you know, do that great for me. But I don't ever give up on stuff that I like, so if I like it, I'm going to try to get it to grow. Any tips you guys can share, by the way, on any of this, please leave me comments. I appreciate it. And you guys know how much I like blue and white and purple in the garden. Those are probably my 3 favorite colors in the garden. So next, I've grown lupin before, but not this variety. This is Texas Blue Bonnet. So here's the thing with lupins for me, and I don't know if any of you have this problem. So I can grow the seedlings, and everybody knows what a lupin seedling looks like. I mean, it's pretty distinct how the petals and leaves and everything are. But they get about this big, and I never see them again. They never do anything for me. I planted some last year. Hopefully, they come back up after the winter passes. But again, I don't have a whole lot of luck with lupins. If you guys have any tips you could share, I'd really appreciate it. These I grew last year. You guys might remember the Chianti hybrid sunflower. These are a beautiful dark burgundy sunflower. Again, you guys know how I like my burgundy. Alyssum is I always have this in the garden. I grow this every year. Carpet of snow. It is such a good, easy annual and lasts all season long. Several months. I think I still had this stuff blooming in November this year. Red zinnias. These are big red zinnias. I love my zinnias too. And if you've seen the first seed haul, the part 1 of 2020, which should have been my latest video, or maybe one before last. But anyway, you can see the different varieties of zinnias I got from Baker's Creek. That video was on Baker's Creek seeds. Growing baby's breath for the first time. So I'm anxious about that. I always like this plant. Okay, impatience. It's just a mixed color. Never grew impatience before, but I'm going to give it a shot. I've heard great things. A lot of people like them. And these say start indoors, so I will start these indoors. Yep, guys, I'm getting ready to start it this weekend. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I don't have anything else to do. It's going to rain all day, so it's perfect weather to be starting my seedlings. This is a new type, or to me it's new. I've never really seen it before. I think it's pronounced Gazania. This is the sunshine mixed colors. It's like a striped zinnia, but it looks more like a daisy type flower than a zinnia to me. But I thought this was really pretty and thought I'd give it a shot. Zinnias are always dependable, so they're really easy annual to grow. And then of course here I am again trying to grow delphiniums. So I never have any luck with them, but they are gorgeous, especially these 2 colors. And I'll show you later on in this video the Fairy Morse delphiniums I got that are the blue and the light blue. But yeah, so that is the seed haul for Burpees. As you can tell, it is very easy to get seed happy and start buying and buying and buying. I couldn't tell you how many websites that I've got on to try to order seeds online, and everything's like either sold out or they're not shipping to home growers. They're only shipping to like, you know, like nurseries and stuff like that, businesses. But yeah, I was able to snatch these up at Lowe's and Home Depot. Alright, so let me get my Fairy Moor seeds together and I will be right back. Alright guys, now we're going to go over my seed haul, Fairy Moor's brand. These are mostly flowers. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Here are more delphiniums. This is the Emerald Pacific mix. And remember, I said my favorites were the blue, purple, and white. So I'm really excited about these. Wish me luck on these. I'm going to be really mad if I can't get them to grow. And these are like pelleted seeds. They cost a little bit more, but they're a little bit easier to handle and see and deal with. Then I've added big time to my Morning Glory collection here. This one is, I've never seen this dark purple before. Morning Glory Grandpa Oat, or Ott, however you pronounce that. So I'll be growing those, and I love these. These are all white and kind of a fuchsia color, striped, called Milky Way. Really like these too. Morning Glory Flying Saucers, blue and white. Of course I'd like that one. And believe it or not, I have never seen a red Morning Glory. This is Scarlet O'Hara Morning Glory. So I've never seen, especially the purple and the red Morning Glory. So, and I think I got a few other Morning Glories and vines on the last video from Baker's Creek. So we're going to have a lot of vines to grow this year. Which means I need to get some trellises. And something else that I'm growing for the first time this year is Coleus. I just picked these up at Lowe's. I wasn't expecting Lowe's to carry any Coleus seeds at all. I don't really remember seeing them before, but these are the rainbow variety. And then I have two other varieties that I've got from Swallowtail Gardens, I think is what the website is. And it's like a, I think it's like a solid red and then a solid chartreuse green. So again, first time growing Coleus this year. There's a lot of firsts this year, so I'm really excited about it. Canterbury Bells, never grown those before. I don't know, does it say to grow these inside or start indoors? So yeah, I'll be growing those, starting those inside. Foxgloves, I love foxgloves. And some more lupins. This is a mixed color variety. So I'm hoping I have success with those. Carnations, I've never grown these before. I didn't realize that these were perennials. For some reason I thought they were annuals, but so they will come back for me, which is awesome. Does it say, yes, start indoors. So you'll start those guys indoors. What's going on with this phone? Blurriness. Hopefully this is coming out alright, guys. Cleome. Cleome is the first for me ever, especially from seed. And I've hardly ever seen it at any of my garden centers that, you know, as a plant, a full-size plant. So, we visited a friend past summer that had a lot of this growing, and I was like, what is that? So, turns out it was Cleome, which is a really pretty plant. Let's see if we start this indoors. Yes. I've got to up my grow lights and trays and stuff, y'all. I'm gonna have so much stuff to start inside. This is another variety of Cleome. It's the color fountain mix, which is you know, deeper shades of pink and some white. Another zinnia. Now, going by this picture, it looks like a dark red, but I don't know if that's really, you know, if it's really dark red or if that's just how the picture was printed out, the ink or whatever. But anyway, I know I have got another red zinnia, but I picked these up too, hoping that they are the darker kind, like the picture. Amaranth. I thought this was pretty unique. I'm going to be growing this for the first time. And more basil. Do you guys remember this from last season? I had a few plants of this out front in the little circle garden. If you remember, I had the Mexican sunflower in the middle, and then a ring of the Russian sage, which was blue, and then I had the marigolds and like a couple pops of this, and I wasn't expecting it to do as good as it did, and I just told myself I have to get this and plenty of it this season. And again, I'm not using it for, don't really use it for cooking, but I love the just the bunchiness of it and the color, of course, that dark burgundy. And honestly, I don't know why, but I've had better luck with this and how it's grown than I do with like another burgundy foliage plant, heuchera. Heuchera is another burgundy plant for that color. And I've got one heuchera plant. Coral bells is another name for it. But yeah, one coral bell plant, and I bet you I planted at least 15 out there in the front, and I've got one that come back. So that was a letdown, but this may be my alternative for my burgundy foliage out front. And you guys remember I have the lamb's ear out there, so you can picture, you know, a chunk of this and then a, you know, back and forth with the lamb's ear, that silvery green foliage. Anyway, that's what I envision, what I hope I can get. Oh, and another thing about this, it smells amazing. Really good. And then last but not least on this haul, I don't know if there will be a third haul this season or not on my seeds. I think I've got plenty to keep me busy and to try to grow. But anyway, I'm going to be starting strawberries for the first time. I love strawberries, especially the little plant that I bought, strawberry plant that I bought last year. Hopefully it comes back for me and produces more. But there was two small, it's a small variety of strawberries, and it was like candy. It was just, it wasn't sour or tart, it was really sweet. So I'm hoping this variety will be the same. Never grew them from seed, but look at the, can you see that? If my camera would focus. They're pelleted seeds and they're red. I don't know, I just thought that was fun. But anyway, that is my second haul, seed haul for 2021. And I'm going to be getting my grow lights together and my trays and all that. And tomorrow, I'm going to be planting some seeds. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe to my page if you want to follow along with me this year and just see how all this stuff goes. Hope everybody is staying well and safe. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.